So what's up, guys? It's your boy Bitcoin Rodney coming to you guys straight from the basement. Excited to have an extending 420 friendly, 420 educated Zoom on how to have your super duper side hustle and get paid in crypto in many different ways. I love this deal because right now, everywhere I go, I see someone with a vape pen in their hand or a vape pen around their neck, or they got gummies. They got all kind of these 420 products. And I have not been able to actually get into this 420 business as of yet. And I kept hearing about this smoke bud thing, this ignite thing. And I said, you know what? I got to get my foot in the door and see how I can get some of this money. This is a great, great side hustle that can become a main hustle, that can become a super duper residual income. And right about now, during this bear market, that's exactly what we want to have right now, is some residual income. That is really, really simple to do, simple and easy for you guys to understand, because everyone that I know basically is almost 420 friendly or 420 educated. 1 second. And so a good friend of mine put my good friend here, Marty Hale, on a one-on-one with me, and he broke down exactly how he does what he does, how he owns what he owns, how it's so legal. But what I wanted to do, I wanted to have a Zoom call and do a Q&A to put, the fire to his feet, to make him answer the hard questions, to make sure you guys understood what is exactly going on, and to make sure that you and I both could benefit from this greatest craze this guy has created. So what I want to do right now is I want to bring to the stage the man himself, the myth, the legend, the guy who's been in this industry for a very, very, very long time and done very well. Not only that, he has helped a lot of other individuals do very, 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 very well inside this 420 space. I believe he's helped guys make millions of dollars in other spaces too as well. But right now, this is his main space, and he makes it easy and simple for us to do. Marty Hill, are you there?
I'm here, Rodney. Hey, thanks for having me on, man. And I tell you, I couldn't feel more privileged to be on. Congratulations on all the success that you've had in all the verticals and industries that you perform so well in. And man, I just feel lucky to be a part of this thing. I tell you, I feel like I got lucky. Tell me real quick, Rodney, do you want me to just spend a couple of minutes kind of telling the story, like 3 or 4 minutes of how this came about and kind of where it came from? Do you want me to share my screen? Do you want me to show a deck? Do you want me to show some videos? How do you guys want to do this?
I mean, we need all of that. Because the reason why we need all of that, we need to know who you are as a person. So people can say, can we trust this guy, to spend this $400, this $500, this $1,000, and I make sure I get my product? Is this guy going to make sure he pays us? How is this guy's financials, to make sure we get the money that we need to get from the sales we're gonna create? So a lot of these individuals, a lot of them understand what's going on, but they want to know who you are and to make sure that we have a viable, trustworthy system so we can make a fortune and get high at the same time and have fun.
All right, well, let's do it, man. I'll get right to business then. So real quickly, guys, I got involved in the cannabis space about 12 years ago, right when it was legalizing. I was really lucky. I started my own brand with another individual that you all are very familiar with, a guy by the name of Steve Smith. He took a company called Excel Communications public many years ago for 1.4 billion. He made about 700 million from it. You probably know who I'm talking about. Books were written about it, publicly traded company on the New York Stock Exchange, broke every record in the history of the NYSE. The NYSE literally shut down due to the growth of that company for the first time in history. Well, he and I actually started our own CBD brand, if you want to know the truth. And that was the very first thing that we did. But who we were buying from, what we found out, we were spending about $240,000 a month buying wholesale CBD. And we didn't know, but we were the largest customer of this individual. I ended up being invited, me and my wife and family, to Colorado Springs. Long story short, he wanted to partner with me, and we ended up doing it. We became 50-50 partners. The name of that company is Folium Biosciences. We took that company, and in April of that year, we did 429,000 in revenue. And by June the 18th, I'm an open book. I'll show you our financials. I'll put anything up on the screen. I have nothing to hide. By June the 18th, 45 days later, we were doing over $2 million a week, and it never stopped. We grew our company to over $800 million. Everyone from Canopy Grow, Aurora, you guys know all the publicly traded companies. They all tried to buy us. Altria actually invested in our company on that $800 million valuation. We supply customers like Green Roads, Charlotte's Web, Prime My Body, HempWorks, Ignite, with Dan Bilzerian, and so many others. Over 1,100 brands that we supplied product to. Well, in 2018, right after the Farm Bill was passed, me and my partners separated, and I launched a new company. That company has kind of, had some trouble and stuff. Not my new company, but his company has. And today I'll just kind of give you the lowdown. Dan Bilzerian, I don't know if you guys know who Dan Bilzerian is. He's an influencer. He has about 35, 40 million followers on Instagram and TikTok and everything else. Well, he came to me not just to make his product, but he asked if I would partner and build a model to grow Ignite. Well, I ended up becoming the co-founder and CEO. I'll show you some videos real quickly. And that company grew to tens of millions of dollars a month. And we had over 100,000 social influencers. I'm going to show it on your screen here in just a second. Okay, over 100,000 influencers joined the company in about 45 days. I'm going to show you that as well. And of course, the company exploded. The unique thing, though, was that model was more about Dan and a select group of people, right? A select group of people who have, 3 million followers, 8 million followers, 6 million followers, 26 million followers. And it was really, if you didn't have 1 million plus followers, you didn't really get to capitalize as much. So we launched a new model that'll open it up to everybody. And that is what actually exploded the company. So I'm going to show you I'll share my screen. I'll show you some of the videos and then we can go on into Smoke Buds. Let me just, hopefully you guys can hear me okay. And what I will do is I'll just start by kind of showing you where it came from. Rodney, let me know if you guys can't hear me okay. This is when we first launched Ignite.
Man once told me that when you find a way,
Yeah, you sound good.
most amount of money in the least amount of time, through the path of least resistance, you'll discover the difference between just another opportunity and true success. Because I'm going to tell you, I'm here at the home of Dan Bilzerian and Ignite, and I think we have found a way to do just that. 29 million followers just on his personal account. He gets slammed with tens of thousands of people asking how can they join Ignite. Dan heard their call and he made a decision to build an army. And that's exactly what we're about to do.
The environment that we're in, where we're constantly on our phones, we're connecting in a different way, and we're expanding across all borders, and knowing that we have a resource and we have a guy like Dan.
So I'm gonna go through this a little quicker, just so you guys kind of see.
Not only do they course of your recenter.
I just want you to kind of see that. I was the co-founder and CEO of this, and we started with only 3 products, guys. Okay, literally 3 products, and I'm about to show you what they are. That right there. Those were the only 3 products that we had. Obviously, we had merch. We had trips. We had parties. In our parties, people mostly know us by our parties, because if you go look at our parties, our Halloween parties or our Valentine's parties, we'd have 4,000 plus people there. People like Scottie Pippen, Nicki Minaj, Kid Rock, Kevin O'Leary. I mean, Damon Johns, everybody comes to our parties. If you look at this website and you look at the branding and you look at, we only had 3 products, and then you go look at Social Globe, you actually get the idea of, oh, now I get it. If I were to continue down, which I will, I'm going to continue down. That's actually the Smoke Buds website right there. The one right before it was the Ignite website. This is the Ignite back office. Okay. So I'm just giving you where Smoke Buds came from and how we did it. These are screenshots. So basically step one was somebody would create a link. Step two, they would copy it. And step three, they would paste it. And it was really that simple. This would give you the analytics, 13,000 visits, 4,900 bought something, a conversion rate of 36%. This gives you an idea here of how it works. And when I go to Smoke Buds, it's really going to make sense. So in a lot of companies in this industry, it's really hard, to go get a lot of people to buy a product or to join your team. Well, with what we did and the way that we did it, this 3-tiered program with cannabis-based products, you can see here that in circle one, which basically means first level, there was 4,986 influencers. In the second circle, there were 11,900. Third circle, 8,900. Okay. But this was just for Eagle Team. This was just one position. Okay. And then as
Marty, I think your slides are frozen.
Uh-oh. What are you seeing right now?
I see where it says body program, products, events, social, and apparel. That property?
Yeah. No, hang on. It got stuck. What can you see it now?
Yeah, step one, step two, step three.
Okay,
so social influencer.
Yeah, so this was just, these are screenshots of the back office, guys. Okay, so basically you do 3 things. You create a link, you copy it, and you paste it on social media. These were the visits. That was the number of people that bought a product and the conversion rate. Okay, now remember, this is not Smoke Buds. This is the company that I first did this with. It was called Ignite. Rodney, can you see the next screen here?
Yeah.
Okay, so this will show you that at this time, with the Eagle Team spot, which was one of the first positions in the company, on the first level had almost 5,000 reps. Second level, almost 12,000, and third level, almost 9,000. And I'm just going to kind of show you how this thing continued to grow. Okay. So this was an individual who had never done this industry, never done affiliate marketing, never done anything. And his name was Ryan. And you can see even on his first level, in his first 30 days, he had 245 people join. This was the corporate back office. Okay. So you can kind of see from 212, okay, until 318, 320, that was soft launch. So for about a month, the company was in testing, very similar to what Smoke Buds is doing right now. But when we launched, you can see what happened. I'm going to show you more slides, okay? So you can see 11,792 joins at this point. You can see at this point, we have over 50,000 people that had joined. And at this point, over 87,000 people that had joined, okay? And if I were to go back, let me just go up, hang on, let me go back a slide. So if you were to look at this slide here, actually, sorry guys. If you were to look at this slide, this Charlene Woods, so she was on the 4th level. She had 1,000 people join her team. In the last 24 hours, she had 752 people join her team. She was ranked 13th in the world as far as affiliates, but in the last 24 hours, she was ranked number 1. So on her first level, in the last 24 hours, she had the most amount of people join her team, and it was 752. This guy had 666 in the last 24 hours. This guy had 652. You guys may know Nikki Gathright. Nikki Gathright actually won the Fear Factor. So that reality TV show where you eat like worms and scorpions and all that kind of crazy stuff. Nikki won that, but he's an influencer anyhow. And some of these are not. But you can kind of see, the numbers on the first level is like nothing people have ever seen of. And this is, guys, this is in our first 45 days. We grew to over 100,000. I don't know what this is. Well, you can see I was the CEO. You can see Dan Bilzerian was the president. You can kind of see the organization of how this worked. The only reason I show you that is because Smoke Buds, and Rodney, feel free to stop me anytime you want. Can you still see my screen there, Rodney?
Yes, sir. I sure can.
On Smoke Buds. So what we did, guys, I was just giving you a history. So I built a company. We own 27 different companies. 12 of those companies are in the cannabis space. Ignite is one of those companies. Smoke Buds is another one. My main company is a parent company where we grow cannabis, we extract it, and we manufacture over 1,000 unique products, 1,000 different products. And we white label for all kinds of companies. But Smoke Buds is one of our brands that we own. And what we decided to do was we said, look, Ignite was really for, social influencers, people who have a lot of followers, et cetera. What ended up happening was the people who did not have a lot of followers are who exploded that company. It was the people who had 1,000 followers or 5,000 followers. It was the micro influencers that actually made most of the money. We had an influencer that was paid a salary. The first year before we launched our affiliate program, they made $350,000 the first year. Once we launched this program and they started working off of a different model, they ended up becoming a millionaire. Totally two different ball games. Okay. And you can imagine when you see what I'm about to show you, you can imagine how that's possible. What we decided to do with Smoke Buds was open it up for anybody. You don't have to have 1,000 followers. You don't have to be an influencer. You don't have to be any of those things, and yet you can benefit from it. So what we say is, Smoke Buds, man, is the ultimate high society, pun intended, right? And that's in more than one way, if you know what I mean. So with that, I'm just going to go through this really fast. Guys, we know, Grand View Research said that one of the largest market disruptions and paradigm shifts in U.S. history is about to happen. It's happening right under our feet. The reason why is smokers, like cigarette smokers, they're switching from cigarettes to technology devices like vape pens and vape carts. And so, but that's not the only thing that's happening. The cannabis industry is also growing from 22 billion to 134 billion by 2030. The vape industry is growing from 22 billion to 182 billion by 2030. Well, look at where you are in this paradigm shift. You're at the very beginning of the beginning. It's actually better being in the business today than it was when I got in 12 years ago, because it's more acceptable. The laws have changed. Regulations are different. It's much more acceptable. There's a lot of different reasons. But anyhow, let me keep going through this real briefly. The advantage is this, is there's no experience required, guys. You don't have to spend a bunch of money opening a storefront. You don't have to buy a bunch of inventory. You don't have to have any license. You use our license. There's no monthly minimums. You don't even have to buy a product if you don't want to every month, and you still get paid. Okay. And no apologies. And I'm going to talk about that later. And it's 100% legal. And I know Rodney wants to ask me about that. So I'm going to hold off on answering that for just a second.
Marty, hey, Marty, 1 second. Go back to that last slide right quick. The last one. Yeah. So you don't need no experience, no storefront, no inventory, no license, no minimums, no apologies, 100% legal, and you can still make money. I told somebody about this earlier. No, they said that's impossible. He's not allowed legally to be able to ship across the different states. He could go to jail for that. You got to be careful with guys like him, Rodney. I was trying to keep you safe. Please explain how you're able to do this and be legal at the same time.
All right, man, I'll do it. I'll go ahead and just stop and do it right now. So guys, in 2016 and 2017, we actually had full-time lobbyists that work for us, okay? And I'm not talking about Smoke Buds. I'm talking about my primary company that I manufacture for many, many, many different brands, including Smoke Buds, okay? We had lobbyists working with the federal government and the state government in Colorado. And it was basically on the 2018 Farm Bill for hemp. So watch this for a second. So we got it passed, and what was passed, a lot of people in the cannabis market and the CBD market, they don't understand what was actually passed. Here's what was passed.
What?
So as the way that cannabis, marijuana is grown, and it's a long story, but let me explain this to you. The way that it is grown, is whether it's indoor or outdoor, doesn't matter. What determines whether it's a cannabis plant, a marijuana plant, or a hemp plant, what determines what it's registered as is not what kind of plant it actually is. I know that sounds strange, but it's true. You can read the law for yourself. It's not what plant it is. It's the percentage of THC that is in the plant, in the bud, when it is harvested. So for an example, if you just grew marijuana plants and you harvested the bud 2 weeks early before the CBD and CBG and CBN, before all that converts to THC, Delta 9 THC, as long as it's below 0.3, it can legally be registered with the state and the federal government as a registered hemp plant. That's number one. It is a full-blown marijuana plant. It is right beside the other plants. There is no difference. What most people do with hemp plants or CBD plants is they get like what's from Europe or from China, and they look like a sugar cane. They're like 30 feet tall. They're really narrow. And that's to make clothing and to make textiles and ropes and stuff. That is not what I'm talking about. The state government and the federal government, how they determine what a plant is legally registered as is only dependent upon the percentage of THC at the point of harvest. So all we do is we harvest our marijuana plants 2 weeks early. We leave our cannabis plants in the field for 2 weeks longer. These are all registered as fully legal hemp plants that, yes, they have Delta 9 in them. All right, that's one way, that's one thing. But here's the next thing. The next thing is, how can you cross state lines and is it Delta 9 or is it Delta 8? What is it really? Well, let me explain to you. The way the law is written, even for Delta 9 is the strongest THC cannabinoid. Okay. Delta 8 is about only a third as strong. Delta 10 is about 3/4 as strong. And HHC is about 3/4 as strong. THCO is actually stronger than Delta 9 THC. So there's all these derivatives of THC. Okay. But what makes it legal is the 2018 Farm Bill states that the percentage of Delta 9 THC has to be below 0.3% of the total weight, not of the cannabinoids. That's what everybody thinks. It's of the total weight. So here's an example. You see these gummies? See, oops, they dropped. You see these watermelon flavored gummies? They're in my screen, if you can see my screen. Can you guys see that?
Yeah, we can see them.
Okay. So
they look delicious.
They are delicious, man. If you don't believe me, just try it. So these gummies, guys, they actually have almost 14 milligrams of Delta 9 THC. If you don't believe me, buy it and send it to a lab and have them test it. Have them test it. How is that legal when the state of Colorado, the state of Nevada, the state of California, all the states that have legalized cannabis, they only allow a 10 milligram Delta 9 gummy? Here's why. Here's why. Because it's the weight of the gummy. So what we do is, not only do we stack that gummy full of cannabinoids, we stack it full of all the other ingredients so that the Delta 9 THC still, even though it's 14 milligrams, it's based on a weight, it is still below 0.3% of the total weight of the gummy. So that right there, the total weight of this gummy, the Delta 9 THC, the 14 milligrams, is less than 0.3%. The same thing is true for these capsules. The same thing is true for these gummy rocks, these nerd rocks. Okay. The same thing is true for everything that we produce. So it's based on weight is number one. Number two, it has to be hemp derived. Hemp derived. So our hemp plants, which are marijuana plants, harvested 2 weeks early so that the THC still remains below 0.3%. We use all of that. So Because of that, it really gives us an unfair advantage. In fact, it gives us an unfair advantage against the cannabis companies, because cannabis companies, I own a cannabis company. You cannot ship a cannabis product across state lines. So the gummies that we make for the dispensaries in Colorado, I can't ship those to Texas. I can't ship those to New Mexico. I can't ship them to California, even though Colorado's legal and so is New Mexico and their borders. I can't ship them. I can't drive them. It's against the law to take it across state lines. But when it is a hemp derived Delta 9 product that's below 0.3, you can ship it anywhere in the United States. So does that answer your question, Rodney?
Oh yeah.
It's a loophole, you guys. It's a loophole in the law, but it is the law. And guys, you know, we waited a few years to do this. Smoke Buds was actually incorporated back in 2018, but we wanted to wait because the market wasn't really ready for what we got done in the 2018 Farm Bill to go nationwide with full-blown THC products, you know. And then COVID hit. When we started to launch Smoke Buds, COVID hit and everything shut down, and we're like, no, wait. And so it couldn't be a better time and place, you know, than right now to launch this. You want me to keep going, Rodney, or you have another question real quick?
No, go ahead, man. I just wanted to get that one part out because that was the main thing that everybody wanted to know. They didn't want to be doing this and getting any trouble. So I wanted to let people understand that it was 1,000% on the up and up before we went any further. And I want everybody to hold your questions to the end or put them in the chat. I guarantee you that Mr. Marty Hale will get to every last question you have, and you'll be 1,000% satisfied based upon the information he provides for us. Go ahead.
So secondly, here's the other thing that you can do. The good thing about these products too, rather than buying from a dispensary, buying from your own dispensary, is there's a QR code, and these are all registered with the federal government. Okay. So you got a barcode that's federally registered, federally registered. Every single product we make, you know, you can see these King Palms. I don't know if y'all can see these King Palms, but same thing, right? So every single thing that we make, here is a sex lube. You know, here's the barcode. Here's the QR. Here's a shroom flower product, which is capsules. It's mushrooms and Delta 9 THC. Again, barcode and QR code. Every single thing we do has these. The reason why I'm showing you that is any law enforcement officer that were to challenge you, all you say is, officer, scan the QR code and go look at the certificate of analysis. So every product that we have has been tested by multiple third-party laboratories. It's the law. We can't just test it in-house and say, oh, that's legal. It doesn't work that way. So every product we make, we have to send it to third-party labs. They test it. They send us their certificate of analysis that proves that it is a legal product, federally and state. And so anytime, if you were to ever have a problem with anyone, you just have them scan that, and they will pull up all of the paperwork from the third-party lab report showing that it's 100% legal. Every product we make, pre-rolls, you know, vape carts. You can see these vape carts. You know, there's the QR code, and there's the federal issued barcode. So everything we do is like that. So I just want to make sure, get past the legal side. Let's keep going here, and then I'll come back if y'all have more. So guys, it's like owning your own dispensary online. That's really what it's about. We can go look at it. I don't even know how many products we have. We're probably close to 100 products. It'll be no different, guys, in the next 30, 60 days. You walk into go to the internet, to the website, and it'll literally be just like you walk into a dispensary. We'll have all of the stuff, the bongs, the lighters, the pipes, everything that you can think of when you walk into a dispensary. Last week, we actually launched 38 new products. Right now, we have everything from cards to pins to pre-rolls to king palms to gummies to tarts to bakables. We have chocolate chip cookies. We have brownies. We have tinctures. We have topicals. We have sex lube. We have aphrodisiac drinks. We've got blunts. We've got all kinds of stuff. And I don't want to bore you with it. This was last week. We launched, I don't even know, new Delta 8, new Delta 9, new THCO, and new HHC. And if you don't know the difference between those, don't worry. They are all THC, okay? Every one of these are THC. Those were the new ones we launched last week. THCO is actually stronger than Delta 9 THC, okay? Delta 10 and HHC are about the same as Delta 9. But we have tons of Delta 9 products. Everything I've been showing you is Delta 9. We also launched a bunch of King Palms last week. And so I'm just kind of showing you, some of the slides from then. We launched our sex lube last week. This has THC in it as well. And what's really unique about us, and the reason why our products are so effective, is because we nano emulsify everything. So like when you eat one of our gummies, it doesn't take 2 hours to get high. You're going to feel it within the first, 5 to 20 minutes. Like it'll instantly, it's 4,500% faster and stronger than something that you just get from a dispensary or from a smoke shop. You'll see, just try it. I mean, you can say I'm making it up, but get one of our products and try it and you'll see what I'm talking about. We also got a merch, we got all kinds of merch. I mean, we got everything from shoes to jackets to caps to t-shirts to tanks to bikinis to hell, I think we even have thong bikinis on there. I mean, we got all kinds of stuff. And you get paid on all the merch. By the way, you get paid on all of the merch. So what we say is, what if you could get paid to party? And that's really what it's about, man. It changes the whole game of home parties, right? So all you're going to do is you're going to host and post. You're going to, buy some products, host a party, have some fun, take some pictures and post that stuff. And people are going to start joining. And that's really what happens, guys. There are thousands of people joining right now. You literally on the website, you can go in and add your own event. Okay. You can even charge people to come to your event. People are doing this at their house. They're doing it at bars. They're doing it at restaurants. They're doing it at dance clubs. They're doing it all over the place. Like they're partnering with bars and stuff. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen. Let me keep going here. So if you go to Smoke Buds and click on parties, like that little button there that says parties, these are not the company parties. These are all bud parties. So if you join Smoke Buds, we call you a bud, okay? And so it's like a nationwide network of 420 friendly buds. And you put your parties up there, man. And everybody can see them and you can invite people to them and, and all you do is try the products, man. I mean, it's a bunch of party favors. This was our party last week. That's me and my wife. We had 2,000 people there, guys. 2,000. I'm going to show you video. 2,000 people, and the company has not even officially launched. Wait till you see the video. So this is just some of the people that worked for us, we actually had a booth there also where people could buy products. You can get a little idea of, that's the step and repeat. Guys, this is a smidget, what you're about to see of the party, the Halloween party last week. Let me see here. Why is this not switching? This may be a video we can watch. Oh, no, hang on. Maybe these are some, oh wait, these should be a video. Hang on, guys. Let me see why this isn't playing. Sorry about this. Oh, wait, well, I don't know why that's not playing. I know these are videos. Well, man, hang on, guys. Maybe if I shrink it and hit play, it might work. Well, if y'all don't mind, I'll show it to you in my photos. I know I have a bunch of them here. So here's one of the videos here that I was trying to play for you. Sorry about that, guys. I know this is a little off, but it'll help. It'll help you to get the picture here.
It might be an issue with this actual Zoom. Okay, I think someone said they're in now, but there's a lot of people in the waiting. There's a lot of people in the waiting room, and then but it's not showing me here that people are in the waiting room to let them in. Must be a glitch with Zoom these days.
Hey, Rodney, can you see the video I was showing here?
Yeah, I can see it, but I can't hear it, but I do see it.
I can hear it from here.
Say it again.
I can
Say
hear
what?
it. It's cutting in and out. I can hear it.
Yeah, it's because there's so many people. I just wanted y'all to see the Smoke Buds Halloween party. We literally have not launched, and there were over 2,000 people there without even launching the company yet. I'll just show you a couple more and then we can move on. I was trying to show you one that you could kind of see the bar from the outside before we walked in to the main. We had 3 DJs playing the whole time. Oh, here's the Smoke Buds booth. Anyhow, you get the idea. The only reason I was trying to share this with you is we do this very much like we did Ignite, you know, where parties are a big part of what we do. Let me just see if there's, man, I thought I had another one here. Oh, here we go. Here's one, walking in the main ballroom. So we had 3 DJs playing. I'll show you this one and then we'll get back to business. I didn't know it was boring. Sorry.
Yeah, you can
Anyhow,
barely hear it, but we get the picture. Y'all was partying pretty hard.
yeah. So, and really what I was trying to show y'all was, without even launching, you know, I mean, Smoke Buds is, you know, it's just catching on. It's so simple. I mean, it's really a buddy program, right? I mean, all you do is, man, you just follow what's in the greenhouse. So you log in, and that's what we call the greenhouse. You pick a grow path, and you just follow the instructions. And here's how you get paid. You get paid 5% on your first circle, 10% on your second, 20 on your third, and that's of the gross spend. So if somebody spends $100, it's on $100. It's not on half of it. And then we have 3 pools. We have a 3%, 6%, and 9% of company-wide revenue that you can participate in. You know, we have people right now making anywhere. I mean, you know, I don't really know. I think we have probably 8 to 10 people, not a lot, but 8 to 10 people that are making, you know, $1,000 to $3,000 a week. But hey, we literally haven't even launched yet. We're like 30 days into this, just testing systems. But people are making money. I mean, people are making 10 to 15,000 a month already. So this is basically.
So Marty, so you're saying that this program is new. So this is like brand new. So people have a chance to really get out there and make things happen. Am I correct?
Rodney, we've not even officially launched. Our Halloween.
So when do we actually launch? When do we actually launch?
So the plan, excuse me, the plan was to actually launch March the 3rd through the 5th. But that you know, let me make sure everybody understands. Everybody receives their product within 1 to 3 days from buying it. Everybody gets paid. Everything's happening. All the parties are happening. They have been happening for a month and a half. The reason why we put it in March was because I own other businesses that we were queued up before this. But I introduced a guy named Reggie Franklin, and the next thing I know, you know, we had 1,000 people in it, 1,000 buds, and it just kept going. Well, we're not going to stop. We're not going to shut it down. But we have a big convention center in Miami that we've partnered with in March that has about 15,000 people that are going to an NFT convention. And the owner of that convention is a business partner of mine. So we got a room that holds 1,000 people And that was going to be the official launch party. But we've been talking about maybe doing it before then. So Rodney,
I live right here in Miami, so let me know, bro. I'm ready.
I will. Let me get through this because I'm almost done. So guys, if you want to look at an example, let's say you go out and you get 10 buds to join, right? That's like your first circle or your first level. They go get a few customers each who buy one product, and you duplicate that 2 times. That's how you get to 50,000 a month. That is based on the percentages that I just showed you. It's not complicated. It's not complicated at all. I'm going to kind of skip our vision and our mission, but it's really to unleash the power of cannabis to improve people's lives, both medicinally and recreationally. Okay. If you have questions, guys, there's a FAQ in the greenhouse. Like every single question you possibly can think of, when you become a smoke bud, you can log in and there's an FAQ there on everything you can think of. So really with that, sorry about the Ignite thing popping back up, but with that, let me take some questions, Rodney, and then I've got another Zoom I got to be on in 15 minutes, but hopefully this is helpful to you guys. And for those of you, you can get your information from Rodney, but when you do get it, and you go look at it, you'll be able to see all of the products and the merch and the parties and everything on the website from the link that Rodney gives you. You cannot sign up directly with the company. It won't allow you to check out.
One of the guys in the chat asked, he says, are these DEA approved reports?
Yes, they are. They're federally government approved. That's where that barcode comes from.
Okay. What I want to find out right now, is there anyone who has a question in the chat that they want to ask before Marty leaves? I think he's been very
Marty, can you slow down? Can you slow down on the scrolling? I want to see some of your products here. Yeah, there we go. Also,
get started.
So these are whoever asked. This is the 420 party pack. That's the 420 party pack. It's a 30% off. Okay. Then there's a pro pack for $199, and then there's a starter pack for $99. But guys, you can buy one product for $19 and you're a bud. You don't have to buy a big pack. Now, we encourage people to. We have these sample packs, and these sample packs, if you click on this, it's one gummy. Oh, sorry. So every single one of these little sample bags, hang on, my internet's stalling out here. Every one of those little sample bags has one gummy in it. There's 60 gummies. And all you do is you put your QR code sticker on the back of the sample pack, and you give out single gummies to people to try. And then they scan that QR code. It takes them to your website. That's another way
Marty,
a lot of people are doing the business.
Could you explain to them about the new woman's pill you have coming?
Yeah. So I'll go to we have an aphrodisiac on here as well. I have to scroll down because I don't really know where it is. The aphrodisiac is a combination of horny goat weed, ashwagandha, all the different things that, that treat you or make you feel almost like you took Molly, but they're all plant-based. They're all plant-based. And so here they are, the his and hers. So what we've done, these are shots like a 5-hour energy drink. These have all the roots and herbs, but they also have 2 milligrams of Delta-9 THC, just to take the edge off a little, right? We also have a capsule coming out that I'm just going to tell you guys. I don't want to sound like a pervert, but my wife could come in here. Jen, can you come in here? She can. I don't know if she's going to feel comfortable telling you about it, but I'll tell on her. She literally has to touch herself, because it creates a throb. If we're not going to have sex, she can't take the pill because it creates so much pressure down there and throbbing down there. But just as far as orgasms, they're so much stronger, they're so much longer, and it's incredible. It's an incredible product. We've got this shroom flower also. This has 15 legal mushrooms and also Delta-9 combined into one capsule. Lots of different products, but the pill that we have coming out is an aphrodisiac pill for women that works. It's almost like a combination of Molly and Viagra in one for women, specifically for women.
Man, that is crazy. So somebody asks, can buds become inactive at some point if they don't order for X amount of time? And if so, what happens to their referrals?
Nothing. You don't become inactive. There is no requirement to order products to get paid.
When is the pill out?
When is the what?
The pill. When does it come out?
Yeah. It's probably going to be another 30 days, guys.
Okay. Somebody said, do they actually sell flour?
We do. It's not on the website right now, and I'll tell you why. Because from a merchant processing perspective, it's a lot harder to keep all of your banks. They just don't. You know, the moment you put flour in there, man, it gets a little tricky. We do have flour. It's not on the website. It will be on there. We have dabs, guys. We have everything. We have over 1,100 products. Like when you really understand who we are and the companies that we make all the products for, you'll kind of go, oh, I get it now. I mean, we have these are sweet tarts, guys. Delta 9 sweet tarts. I mean, everything you could have ever heard of, we've got. It may not be on the website yet, but we've got it.
Do you have like training on getting started, back to back office? Do you have replicated websites for everybody?
Yes, everybody has a replicated website. And let me show you. See the greenhouse here? All you do is click on greenhouse and you choose a path. Your indica start, hybrid start, or sativa start. All you do is hit download and it tells you exactly what to do. That's step one. Step two is you're going to copy your link or your QR code, and then you're going to share it through text or email or social media, and then buy you some product, get you a party pack or whatever, and go to work, man.
Hey,
and
great.
then
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
So we don't have to inventory ourselves. You'll drop ship, correct?
Yes, sir. We drop ship to every state in the country.
Okay. If I include these products in my store, do I need to make sure I'm in compliant with the state I'm in? For example, in DC, you have strict rules too. So can they put your stuff in their store and be cool?
You can put our products in any store in the United States except for Idaho.
All right. Now that you ship to everywhere, you don't ship outside of the actual country, only inside, correct?
Not yet. We do, but not smoke buds. We actually ship to 42 countries. We own a bunch of other businesses, but not smoke buds.
Got it. Let me see. Do you have Facebook groups for this as well already?
Yeah, you know, the company kind of, like I said, you know, we've kind of let everybody else take control. There's some groups out there that, you know, have 1,000+ members. We don't really pay attention to that. You're free to do pretty much whatever you want to do other than just, you know, making a false claim like this cures cancer.
Right.
Guys,
so
when I say you can have parties, if you understood the parties, like I'm telling you, I can't even say it on record. The parties that people are having with smoke buds, I mean, I don't even want to tell you. It's the craziest thing you've ever seen in your life.
He said, is there wholesale if we want to stock products?
Yes. If you buy, and by the way, also it's already on the website. So like, let's say you were to go buy this THCO indica pen, and if you wanted to buy multiple pens, like 3 to 5, you get a discount, 6 to 10, 11+. And then if you buy 100, it drops down to 50% off. So like if you have a store and you want to buy 100 products, you get 50% off. It still pays out all the commissions. What
if people want to actually come out to do some content and fly out to your
yeah, absolutely. And we just did one not too long ago. We have 420 acres in Colorado. We have 80 Jen, do you know how many growers we have now? Sorry to whistle in your ear. I'm trying to get my wife's attention. She's in the bedroom. We're at a hotel in Salt Lake right now, getting ready to go to an event. But yes, you're more than welcome to come out and do a tour, take videos, create your own content. We just got to schedule it. We actually had an event there this summer, and it would tag team with the music festival. And yeah, we have 80 something growers on our 420 acres. That means we have over 80 unique strains on our farm.
Wow, that's incredible. I think we're almost done.
And by the way, we gave away free weed for 4 days. Free weed, as many joints, as much as somebody could smoke, they got free for 4 days.
Wow.
And I'm talking about our cannabis products, not just I mean, you'll see what I'm talking about.
Hey, it says, can we have the company website in the chat, please? What's the company website?
The company website is smokebuds.com.
There you go, smokebuds.com. I'll put that in there. Now, if I throw a real big party down here, Marty, would you come to it?
Absolutely, yes, sir.
And I can throw
And
a
by the
main
way,
party.
guys, we've also got we've got step and repeats, we've got tablecloths, we got banners, all the stuff. Like if you wanted to throw a party, they're all in the back office, and you get paid commissions if somebody on your team buys that also.
Okay. Also, guys, there's an actual link inside the chat for the actual iCalendar to find out, when they're having the questions and answers and parties and how to host. There's also going to be a Zoom, I think in a little while.
5 minutes.
The company Zoom. Yeah, that's in there too as well, inside the chat. So make sure you go there as well. Let me see, from the phone, it says you need to have a personal invite to the link. It says from the phone, it says the replay. Don't worry, I have the replay available as soon as it renders. Give it about an hour or two, maybe sooner. I'll be posting the replay or inside of on my Instagram or Facebook or inside of my email list. So if you're on my email list at bitcoinrodney.com, I will send out the actual replay of this as soon as it's available, within about, I guess, an hour or so, or if not sooner. So tell me, guys, how many of you guys are excited about what you have seen so far about this being 420 educated and 420 friendly, and it being a ground floor opportunity by a guy who has the experience as no other has? So if you like what you've seen so far, put a 1 in the chat. So everybody who puts a 1 in the chat, make sure you sign up immediately. Make sure you sign up immediately, because we're going to be doing this every day or every other day until we build our teams huge, till we build $1 million a month income, if it's possible. If it's possible, I'm going to break it and see if I can do it. What do you think, Marty?
I think you can do it, man. Absolutely, I think so. And hey, by the way, I'll tell you something, Rodney, that's really good is if they can go to smokebuds.com, click on parties, and they will see that there's a Zoom coming up in 5 minutes from now. Okay, 3 minutes from now. There will be hundreds of people on that Zoom from all over the country who have already tried all these products, and you'll get to hear from all of them. You'll get to hear their tests. I don't even know them, but you'll get to hear from all of them.
All right, 1 second. I'm going to jot my link in this chat somewhere as soon as I can find my link. It should be already in the...
It's right here. Yeah. Oh, sorry. I clicked on it. Right there.
I got to find my link.
Well, hey, why don't I jump off here so I can jump on the other one, Rodney? But look, we can do this again. Man, I'm going to be in Park City, Utah for the next few days. I get back to Austin, Texas on Monday. But anytime between now and then, other than Saturday, and tomorrow night, if you want to jump on some calls or something, let me know. And man, I'll be at your disposal.
Yeah, so everybody just go to Mr.
I just posted it for you, Rodney, in the chat.
Thank you, brother man, MrMetapuff.com. And we will be good to go with you signing up immediately. As you can see it right there inside the chat, MrMetapuff.com. Thank you, Marty, for being a great host, Q&A, and we'll see you. I'm going to be on the other Zoom too as well, because I want to learn this stuff inside and out. And oh, by the way, do one more thing. You also pay in crypto, right?
Yes, sir. You can pay in crypto and get paid in crypto.
Man, now that you pay us in USDT or Bitcoin, which one?
Either one.
That means we make all this money and get paid in crypto. Oh my God, that's super exciting. Thank you, Marty. We're
All
gonna
right, thank
push
you,
it. We'll
man. I'll
see you in
see
the
you.
next one. Hey guys, are you guys excited about getting paid also in crypto? You can pay with crypto and get paid in crypto. That part right there is super, super exciting, super dope. That's right. Because now you can increase your other portfolio in crypto just by providing a service that people do every single day anyway, and that is vaping or gummies or whatever they got going on. So that's pretty exciting right there. That's the part that really got my eyes besides the getting high part. So what I'm gonna do, guys, you guys got my link. If you want me to, I'll create a WhatsApp chat and I'll create a Facebook group as well. And we'll all get together inside that Facebook group and put our ideas together and have some major functions, some major parties, and blow this thing out the water. It's only been out, I think about 2 months, they said. So now we have time to make big things happen. Does anybody have any questions you want to ask me before I actually sign off? Guess not. I'm going to jump on the other chat, the other Zoom call as well that they have on here so I can get more information and more questions. I guess I'll see you and I'll have this extra.
What's your link?
MrMetapuff.com. MrMetapuff.com.
You got it. Thank you.
I'll type it in here again, Mr.
O'Callahan.
There you go. MrMetapuff.com. Put it in there again. That is me directly. You'll see my face pop up, everything.
Glory days.
You got it. All right, guys. I'll see you on the next actual Zoom. I'll have the recording done for this, guys, for you in about an hour or less. See you then. Peace. Later.
Thank you. Bye.
Later.
Thanks, brother.